Have you ever wondered how the rich keep getting richer while their lifestyle seems unaffected? It's a question that's probably crossed your mind at some point. And no, it's not always about having a golden goose laying eggs in their backyard. It's often about smart financial strategies. And one of these strategies is wealth management. Wealth management might sound like a concept that's exclusive to the rich and famous, but it's not. It's a puzzle that everyone can solve, a puzzle that revolves around managing and growing your wealth effectively. It's about making your money work for you rather than the other way around. One of the key pieces to this wealth management puzzle is the idea of spending the interest, not the principal amount. Picture your wealth as a fruit-bearing tree. The principal amount is the tree itself, and the interest is the fruit it bears. Now, if you keep plucking the fruits and leaving the tree unharmed, it will continue to bear fruit, right? That's the basic idea. Spend the fruits, not the tree. This strategy is a game changer. It helps ensure that your wealth is not depleted over time. Instead, it continues to grow, ensuring a steady stream of income, often without affecting your lifestyle. It's a strategy that many of the world's wealthy individuals and families have been using for years to protect and grow their wealth. But like any puzzle, the wealth management puzzle has its complexities. It requires understanding, patience, and the right strategy. And that's what we're here for. In this video series, we'll delve deeper into the concept of spending the interest, not the principal. We'll look at how it works, why it's beneficial, and how you can start implementing this strategy in your own life. Wealth management might seem like a daunting task, but once you understand it, once you start fitting the pieces together, it's a game you can certainly win. And we're here to guide you through every step of the way. Stay tuned as we unravel the secret of the wealthy and how you, too, can use this strategy. The key to sustained wealth is simple. Spend only the interest, never the principal. Now let's dive into what that means. Imagine you have a goose that lays golden eggs. The golden eggs are the interest, and the goose is the principal. If you consume the eggs, you continue to get more golden eggs. But if you eat the goose, your principal, you'll get no more eggs. Same goes for your wealth. Your principal is your golden goose, and the interest it generates is the golden eggs. So the concept here is to spend only the interest generated by your investments and never touch the principal. This approach ensures that your wealth continues to produce income for you. It's like having a money tree that keeps bearing fruit as long as you don't chop it down. Now let's paint this with a simple example. Assume you have £100,000 invested in a savings account that earns 5% interest annually. At the end of the year, you'll have earned £5,000 in interest. If you spend only this interest and leave the principal untouched, you'll earn another £5,000 the next year, and the year after that, and so on. Your principal remains intact, continually generating income for you. If, however, you spend part of the principal, say you dip into it and spend £10,000, your interest for the next year will be less because your principal is now only £90,000. This will result in less income for you, and if you keep dipping into the principal, it will eventually run out. This approach of spending only the interest and not the principal can lead to financial stability and growth. It allows you to enjoy the fruits of your investments without depleting the source of your income. It's like having a perpetual income machine. Furthermore, this strategy allows for the interest to compound over time, leading to even more income. But we'll get into the power of compound interest in the next scene. It's important to note that this strategy requires discipline. It's tempting to dip into the principal, especially when faced with big expenses or financial emergencies. But remember, each time you do, you're eating into your golden goose, and you'll have fewer golden eggs in the future. The key takeaway here is to always protect your principal, your golden goose, and spend only the interest. This way, your wealth will continue to generate income for you, providing financial stability and allowing for growth. Once you grasp this concept, you'll start seeing your wealth in a new light. It's a game changer. The principal remains your loyal servant, tirelessly working to generate income for you. And that, my friends, is the beauty of spending only the interest and never the principal. Albert Einstein once said, "Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. Let's delve into why." Imagine a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts off small, but as it continues its descent, it picks up more and more snow, growing larger and faster with every moment. This, my friends, is the essence of compound interest, a powerful force that can significantly boost your wealth over time. But what exactly is compound interest? Well, you can think of it as interest on interest. In other words, it's the interest you earn not just on your original investment or principal, but also on the interest that has been added to that principal. Let's break it down. Say you start with a principal of £1,000. If you earn an annual interest rate of 5%, at the end of the first year, you'll have £1,050. Now, here's where the magic happens. In the second year, you're not just earning interest on your original £1,000. No, you're earning interest on the whole £1,050. This might not seem like much at first, but over time, this snowball effect can lead to some truly staggering numbers. The longer you leave your money untouched, the more time it has to grow, and the larger that snowball becomes. Now, remember how we talked about spending the interest, not the principal? This is where that concept really shines. If you resist the temptation to touch your principal and only spend the interest, your principal continues to earn interest. And remember, it's not just earning interest on the original amount, but on all the interest it has accrued. This is why compound interest is often referred to as the time value of money. The longer your money is invested, the more time it has to compound and grow. Consider this. If you were to invest £10,000 at a 7% interest rate and let it sit untouched for 50 years, with the magic of compound interest, your investment would grow to over £149,000. And this is just a simple example. Imagine the potential if you were regularly adding more money to your principal, or if you were able to achieve a higher rate of return. The possibilities are truly limitless. That's the power of compound interest. It's a slow and steady process, but with patience and discipline, it can significantly boost your wealth over time. So, embrace the snowball effect. Let your money roll, grow, and compound. Because when it comes to wealth management, compound interest is your best friend. It's the silent partner in your investment strategy, working tirelessly in the background to increase your wealth. Compound interest is your best friend when it comes to wealth management. You might be wondering, who actually practices this? Well, the answer may surprise you. Let's take a journey through the lives of some of the richest and most famous individuals who have mastered the art of spending only the interest and not the principal. This practice isn't just a theory, but a proven wealth management strategy that has endured the test of time, and the proof lies in their colossal fortunes. Firstly, let's talk about Warren Buffett. Often referred to as the Oracle of Omaha, Buffett is renowned for his shrewd investment strategies. But did you know that he's also a staunch advocate of spending only the interest? This principle is at the heart of his investment philosophy. By reinvesting dividends and allowing the principal to grow, Buffett has seen his wealth multiply from a few $1,000s to billions over the years. Another example is the renowned British singer, Adele. Despite her massive earnings, she is known for her frugal lifestyle. Adele's financial strategy is to live off the interest of her wealth, letting the principal amount continue to grow. This approach allows her to maintain her lifestyle without depleting her fortune. Now let's look at the world of sports. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, is also an excellent example of this practice. His earnings from endorsements and investments significantly outpace what he made during his playing career. Jordan has consistently practiced spending only the interest, allowing his principal wealth to continue to grow. Across the ocean, Li Ka-shing, the Hong Kong business magnate, also practices this strategy. Known as the Superman of Hong Kong, he has built a vast empire by consistently reinvesting his earnings and living off the interest. His story is a testament to the power of this approach in wealth accumulation. But it's not just individuals who practice this. The Harvard University Endowment Fund, one of the largest in the world, also operates on this principle. The fund spends only the interest earned, allowing the principal amount to grow and support the university's operations and scholarships. These examples are not anomalies but represent a consistent pattern among the wealthy. They all understand the power of compound interest and the importance of preserving the principal. They know that by spending only the interest, they can ensure the principal continues to grow, leading to even greater wealth over time. This strategy is not limited to the rich and famous. Anyone with a clear understanding of this principle can apply it to their financial management strategy. It requires discipline and patience, but the rewards are immense. So, next time you think about dipping into your savings or investments, remember these examples. Let your money work for you. Spend the interest, not the principal, and watch your wealth grow. These examples prove that the concept of spending interest, not the principal, is not just a theory, but a proven wealth management strategy. Now that you understand the concept, it's time to put it into action. This strategy of spending the interest, not the principal, might seem daunting at first, but let's break it down into practical steps that you can start implementing today. First off, we need to talk about budgeting. Yes, I know, it's not the most exciting subject, but it's the cornerstone of all successful financial strategies. Without a budget, you're flying blind. It's like trying to navigate a ship without a compass. You need to know where your money is coming from and where it's going. Once you have a clear picture of your income and expenses, you can start making informed decisions about how to allocate your resources. Next, let's discuss investing. This is where the magic happens. This is where your money starts working for you. But before you jump into the stock market, take a moment to educate yourself. Understand the difference between stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. Learn about risk and reward and how to balance the two. Consider speaking with a financial advisor or taking an online course. The more knowledge you have, the better your decisions will be. Remember, investing is not about getting rich quick. It's about growing your wealth steadily and consistently over time. Now let's talk about patience. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your wealth. It's important to set realistic expectations and understand that this is a long-term strategy. It's not about making a quick buck. It's about securing your financial future. So don't be discouraged if you don't see results immediately. Keep your eye on the prize and stay the course. Finally, let's touch on discipline. This is perhaps the most challenging aspect of this strategy. It's easy to be disciplined when things are going well, but what about when the market takes a downturn? It's during these times that your discipline will be tested. It's crucial to stay focused and not let short-term fluctuations deter you from your long-term goals. Remember, you're in this for the long haul. Stick to your plan, and don't let emotions dictate your decisions. In conclusion, implementing this strategy involves a combination of budgeting, investing, patience, and discipline. It's about understanding your financial situation, making informed investment decisions, and staying the course, even when times are tough. It's not always easy, but the rewards are well worth the effort. So start today. Create a budget, educate yourself about investing, and begin to cultivate the patience and discipline necessary for long-term financial success. And remember, it's not about how much money you make, but how much you keep. Remember, wealth management is not a sprint, but a marathon. Patience and discipline are key. Keep pushing forward, keep learning, and keep striving for financial independence. With time and perseverance, you can protect your wealth and ensure a secure and comfortable future. Like any financial strategy, this isn't without its challenges. But don't worry, we've got you covered. You see, as you embark on this journey of spending the interest, not the principal, one of the first hurdles you may encounter is the temptation to dip into your principal amount. This could be due to unexpected life events, or simply the allure of having a large amount of money at your disposal. The key to overcoming this is discipline and a strong commitment to your financial plan. Remember, the principal amount is your golden goose. If you keep the golden goose healthy, it will continue to lay golden eggs in the form of interest for you. Another challenge is the unpredictability of the market. Interest rates can fluctuate, and this can affect your income. This is where diversification comes into play. Diversify your investments across different sectors, countries, and types of investments. This way, if one sector underperforms, others may do well, balancing out your overall returns. It's all about not putting all your eggs in one basket. Then there's the issue of inflation. Over time, the cost of living tends to increase. If your interest income doesn't keep up with inflation, you may find your purchasing power diminishing. To tackle this, consider investments that have the potential for capital appreciation or that are indexed to inflation. Real estate and certain types of bonds can be good choices here. Dealing with taxes is another hurdle. Interest income is often subject to taxation, which can eat into your returns. Working with a tax professional can help you understand the tax implications of your investments and develop strategies to minimize your tax burden. Lastly, there's the challenge of longevity. If you live a long, healthy life, that's fantastic, but it also means you'll need your money to last longer. This is where careful planning and conservative estimates come in. Plan for a long life and you won't run out of money. You may be thinking, these challenges seem daunting. And yes, they can be. But remember, every challenge is an opportunity in disguise. Each one of these hurdles is a chance to learn, grow, and become more financially savvy. It's all part of the journey towards financial independence. So don't be disheartened by these challenges. Instead, see them as stepping stones on your path to financial freedom. Equip yourself with knowledge, seek professional advice when needed, and stay committed to your plan. And remember, it's okay to make adjustments along the way. As long as you're spending only the interest and not the principal, you're on the right track. Overcoming these challenges will only make your financial foundation stronger. And remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So take that step today and set yourself on the path to financial freedom. You may be thinking, why is this strategy a game changer? Let's reveal the secret. This strategy, spending the interest and not the principal, is a game changer for a multitude of reasons. It redefines the traditional approach to wealth management, providing a sustainable and long-lasting method to protect and grow your wealth. Firstly, this strategy enables you to preserve your principal amount. By only spending the interest earned, you're essentially leaving the core of your wealth untouched. This means that your principal amount remains constant, providing a reliable source of income over time. It's like having a golden goose that lays golden eggs. You only use the eggs and leave the goose unharmed. Secondly, this approach capitalizes on the power of compound interest. As Albert Einstein once said, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. By reinvesting the interest earned, you're compounding your wealth, allowing it to grow exponentially over time. It's the snowball effect. The more you roll, the bigger it gets. Thirdly, this strategy is flexible and adaptable. It can be customized to suit your individual financial goals and lifestyle needs. Whether you're a retiree looking for a stable income or a young professional aiming for financial independence, this strategy can be tailored to meet your specific requirements. Lastly, this strategy promotes financial discipline and encourages a saving culture. It forces you to live within your means, using only the interest earned and not dipping into the principal. This can be a powerful tool in breaking the cycle of debt and living paycheck to paycheck. In summary, the spend the interest, not the principal strategy is a game changer because it provides a sustainable, adaptable, and disciplined approach to wealth management. It leverages the power of compound interest, promotes financial discipline, and ensures the preservation of your principal amount. Adopting this strategy could be the turning point in your financial journey. We've covered a lot of ground today, but remember, knowledge is power only when put into action. We've ventured on a journey through the world of wealth management, exploring the fundamental principle of spending interest, not the principal. This strategy, while simple in concept, can be a true game changer when properly implemented. It's about shifting the paradigm from depleting your wealth to growing it, from short-term gratification to long-term financial security. We started by understanding the wealth management puzzle. We saw how spending the principal, the base of your wealth, is like eating the goose that lays the golden eggs. Once it's gone, it's gone. However, by spending only the interest, the eggs, you preserve the goose, and it keeps laying more golden eggs. This shift in perspective can be the key to unlocking financial freedom and security. Then we explored the power of compound interest, the engine that drives this strategy. Albert Einstein famously called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world, and for good reason. It's the process by which your money makes money, and then that money makes more money, and so on. It's a snowball effect that can significantly amplify your wealth in the long run. We also looked at examples of the rich and famous who have successfully applied this strategy. These individuals didn't just get rich, they stayed rich, and that's the real trick. They understood the importance of maintaining and growing their principal while living off the interest. We gave you practical steps to implement this strategy, starting with a shift in mindset, followed by disciplined saving and smart investing to grow your principal. Then, the all-important principle, live off the interest. It's a simple formula, but one that requires patience, discipline, and a long-term perspective. We discussed potential challenges along the way, such as the temptation to dip into the principal or the potential for market downturns that could affect your interest income. But we also discussed solutions and strategies to overcome these challenges, such as diversifying your investments and having a solid emergency fund. Finally, we reiterated why this strategy is a game changer. It's not about getting rich quick. It's about building sustainable wealth that can provide financial security for you and your loved ones, and even for future generations. It's about creating a financial legacy. Now, it's your turn to put this knowledge into action. Start by analyzing your current financial situation. How much of your income are you saving? How much are you investing? Are you living off your principal or the interest? Then make a plan to implement this strategy. Remember, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. Even small steps can make a big difference. We also encourage you to share your experiences and progress. Leave a comment below about how you're implementing this strategy, the challenges you're facing, and the successes you're achieving. You're not alone in this journey, and sharing your experiences can be both motivating for you and inspiring for others. Your wealth is in your hands. Make the most of it by spending the interest, not the principal. Remember, the journey to wealth is not a sprint, but a marathon. Stay the course, and you'll reap the rewards.